Tom and Jerry. The Lost Birthday Cake. It was a sunny Saturday morning. The house was clean, the windows were open, and the smell of fresh cake filled the kitchen. Today was a special day because the family was preparing a birthday party. There were balloons in the living room, colorful plates on the table, and a large chocolate cake in the kitchen. Jerry was sleeping in his small home inside the wall. Suddenly, he woke up because of the wonderful smell. Cake. He thought happily. He opened his little door and looked into the kitchen. On the table, he saw the most beautiful cake he had ever seen. It had chocolate cream, strawberries, and small candles on top. Jerry's eyes became wide. He did not want to eat the whole cake, of course. He only wanted one tiny piece. But Tom was in the kitchen. Tom was sitting near the table like a guard. He knew the cake was important, and he wanted to protect it. If anything happened to the cake, he would be blamed. So he watched the kitchen carefully. Jerry waited for the right moment. When Tom turned his head toward the window, Jerry ran across the floor and climbed up the table leg. He moved very quietly. Then he reached the cake and took a tiny piece of chocolate cream with his finger. It was delicious. Jerry smiled. But at that moment Tom looked back. He saw Jerry standing next to the cake. Tom jumped up immediately. Jerry tried to run away, but his foot slipped on the cream. He fell onto the cake and rolled across the top of it. Chocolate covered his face, his ears, and his tail. Tom ran toward him, but he hit the table leg. The cake moved dangerously from side to side. Jerry quickly jumped off the cake and landed on a chair. Tom tried to catch him, but he pulled the tablecloth by mistake. The cake flew into the air. For a few seconds, everything seemed to move slowly. Tom looked up. Jerry looked up. The cake turned around in the air and landed safely on a soft pillow on the floor. Tom and Jerry both froze. They were lucky, but the cake was not perfect anymore. The cream was messy, and some strawberries had fallen off. Jerry looked worried. Tom looked terrified. They both knew the family would come back soon. For once, they had the same problem. Tom pointed at the cake, then at Jerry, and then at the door. He wanted to say, "We must fix this quickly." Jerry nodded. He climbed onto the cake and started putting the strawberries back. Tom brought a spoon and tried to smooth the chocolate cream. At first, they were terrible at working together. Tom's paws were too big, and Jerry kept getting stuck in the cream. But after a while, they found a rhythm. Jerry fixed the small details, and Tom cleaned the bigger parts. Jerry placed the candles straight again. Tom carried the cake carefully back to the table. They worked faster and faster because they heard footsteps coming from the hallway. Just before the family entered the kitchen, Tom and Jerry finished their work. The cake was not perfect, but it looked good enough. Jerry quickly hid behind a cup. Tom sat on the floor and tried to look innocent. The family came in. The little child looked at the cake and smiled. "It looks amazing," the child said. Tom relaxed. Jerry smiled from behind the cup. Later, when everyone went to the living room for the party, Jerry came out of his hiding place. Tom looked at him. Usually, this was the moment when Tom would start chasing him again. But this time, Tom did not move. Jerry broke a very tiny piece from the side of the cake and offered half of it to Tom. Tom accepted it carefully. They ate the small piece together in silence. The party music played in the other room. Balloons moved slowly in the air, and the house was full of happy sounds. Tom and Jerry sat under the table, tired but pleased. That day, they learned something important. Sometimes a problem becomes easier when two enemies work together. Tom was strong, and Jerry was clever. Alone, they caused trouble. Together, they saved the birthday cake. Of course, this peaceful moment did not last forever. A few minutes later, Jerry saw another strawberry on the table. He ran toward it. Tom saw him and raised one eyebrow. Jerry grabbed the strawberry and ran away. Tom chased him around the kitchen. But this time, he was almost smiling. After all, a quiet birthday party would not be complete without a little Tom and Jerry adventure.
Tom and Jerry. A funny problem in the kitchen. Tom and Jerry live in the same house, but they almost never live peacefully. Tom is a gray cat and Jerry is a clever little mouse. Tom often tries to catch Jerry, but Jerry is very fast and smart. Because of this, their days are usually full of noise, tricks, and funny accidents. One afternoon, the house was very quiet. Tom was sleeping on the sofa in the living room. He looked comfortable and calm. Jerry was inside his small home in the wall, but he was not sleeping. He was hungry. He opened his tiny cupboard and saw that there was no food left. Jerry carefully looked out of the small hole in the wall. He saw Tom sleeping, so he decided to go to the kitchen. He walked very slowly because he did not want to wake Tom up. In the kitchen, Jerry saw a big piece of cheese on the table. It looked fresh and delicious. Jerry smiled happily. He climbed up the table leg and ran toward the cheese. He took a small bite and felt very pleased. However, the cheese was too heavy for him to carry alone. Jerry pushed it with all his strength. The cheese moved slowly, but then it suddenly fell from the table. The sound was very loud. Tom woke up immediately. He looked around and saw Jerry next to the cheese. Tom jumped from the sofa and ran into the kitchen. Jerry quickly grabbed a small piece of cheese and started running. Tom chased Jerry around the kitchen. Jerry ran under the chairs, behind the fridge, and across the floor. Tom followed him, but he was too big and clumsy. He slipped on a wet spot and crashed into a cupboard. Plates and cups shook loudly. Jerry laughed, but he did not stop running. He knew Tom would get up again soon. Suddenly, Jerry saw a small box near the kitchen door. He ran inside it and hid quietly. Tom came closer and looked around. He could not see Jerry anywhere. He checked under the table, behind the chair, and near the fridge. Then he looked at the box. Jerry held his breath. Tom slowly opened the box, but it was empty. Jerry had already escaped through a tiny hole in the bottom. He was now behind Tom, smiling proudly. Tom turned around and saw Jerry waving at him. This made Tom very angry. He ran after Jerry again, but Jerry was ready. He pulled a piece of string that was tied to a spoon. The spoon flew into the air and hit Tom on the nose. Tom sat down and held his nose. Jerry felt proud of his clever plan, but then he noticed something. Tom did not look only angry. He also looked tired and a little sad. Jerry stopped laughing. For a moment, Jerry thought about Tom. Every day, Tom tried to catch him, but he almost always failed. Maybe Tom was tired of losing. Maybe he was hungry too. Jerry looked at the cheese in his hands and then looked at Tom again. Jerry slowly walked toward Tom and placed a small piece of cheese in front of him. Tom looked surprised. He did not expect Jerry to share anything with him. At first, Tom was suspicious. He thought it might be another trick. But Jerry did not run away. He simply pointed at the cheese and smiled. Tom picked it up and smelled it. Then he gave Jerry a small smile. For a short time, they forgot that they were enemies, but peace did not last long. A cookie suddenly fell from the table. Jerry looked at the cookie. Tom looked at Jerry. They both understood what would happen next. Jerry ran toward the cookie first. Tom jumped after him. The chase began again, but this time it felt more like a game than a fight. They ran through the kitchen, into the living room, and around the sofa. Jerry laughed and Tom tried not to smile. The house became noisy again, but it was a happy kind of noise. In the end, Jerry escaped into his little home with the cookie. Tom sat outside the hole and sighed. He had not caught Jerry, but he was not completely upset. Jerry pushed a tiny piece of cookie out of the hole. Tom looked at it and smiled. Maybe Tom and Jerry would always chase each other. Maybe they would always make a mess. But deep inside, they were not just enemies. They were also part of each other's lives. Without Jerry, Tom's days would be boring. Without Tom, Jerry's adventures would not be exciting. That is why their story is funny, interesting, and unforgettable.
Tom and Jerry, an unexpected day of friendship. Tom and Jerry are two of the most famous cartoon characters in the world. Tom is a gray cat who usually lives in a comfortable house. Jerry is a small brown mouse who lives inside the walls of the same house. Although they are very different from each other, their lives are always connected. Tom wants to catch Jerry, and Jerry always tries to escape. This simple idea has created many funny and exciting adventures. Every morning in the house begins almost the same way. The sun shines through the kitchen window. The birds sing outside and the house looks peaceful. However, this peace usually does not last very long. Somewhere inside the walls, Jerry wakes up, stretches his little arms and thinks about breakfast. At the same time, Tom opens one eye, looks around the room and listens carefully. He knows that Jerry is probably planning something. One morning, Jerry woke up earlier than usual. He was very hungry because he had not eaten much the day before. He looked around his small mouse home. There was only one tiny piece of cheese left on the table. Jerry picked it up, smelled it, and sighed. This is not enough, he thought. He opened a small door in the wall and quietly looked into the kitchen. The kitchen was bright and clean. On the table there was a large plate with bread, fruit, and a beautiful piece of cheese. Jerry's eyes became wide with happiness. To him, that cheese looked like treasure, but there was one big problem. Tom was sleeping near the kitchen door. His body was relaxed, but one of his ears moved from time to time. Jerry knew that Tom was never completely asleep when food was nearby. The little mouse had to be careful. Jerry stepped out of the wall very slowly. He walked across the floor on his toes. He stopped every few seconds and looked at Tom. Tom did not move. Jerry smiled and continued. When he reached the leg of the table, he climbed up quickly. He ran across the table and stopped in front of the cheese. The smell was wonderful. Jerry took a small bite and closed his eyes. It was delicious. He wanted to take the whole piece back to his home, but it was much bigger than him. So he decided to push it slowly toward the edge of the table. Unfortunately, the cheese moved too fast. It fell from the table and landed on the floor with a loud sound. Tom opened his eyes immediately. Jerry froze. For a second, nobody moved. Tom looked at Jerry. Jerry looked at Tom, then Tom smiled. It was not a friendly smile. It was the kind of smile that said, "Now I have you." Jerry grabbed the cheese and ran as fast as he could. Tom jumped up and chased him around the kitchen. Jerry ran under a chair around the table and past the refrigerator. Tom followed him, but he was too big and too fast. He knocked over a chair, slipped on a banana peel, and crashed into the cupboard. Jerry stopped for a moment and laughed. Tom shook his head, looked angry, and continued the chase. This time, Jerry ran into the living room. The living room had a big sofa, a soft carpet, and a tall bookshelf. Jerry knew every corner of the room. He had many secret paths and hiding places there. Tom, however, did not know them as well. Jerry ran under the sofa. Tom tried to follow him, but his head got stuck. Jerry came out from the other side, still holding a small piece of cheese. He waved at Tom and ran toward the bookshelf. Tom pulled his head out and ran after him again. He jumped toward Jerry, but Jerry moved at the last second. Tom hit the bookshelf and several books fell on his head. Jerry climbed to the top of the bookshelf and looked down. Tom was sitting on the floor with a book on his head. He looked confused and tired. Jerry laughed again, but this time his laugh was not very loud. He noticed something strange. Tom did not look only angry. He also looked sad. Jerry had spent years running away from Tom, tricking him and laughing at him. Tom had spent years chasing Jerry, making plans and trying to catch him. Their fights were funny, but sometimes they were also tiring. Jerry wondered if Tom ever felt lonely. At that moment, something unexpected happened. A loud noise came from outside the house. It sounded like a crash. Both Tom and Jerry looked toward the window. Then they heard a dog barking. It was Spike, the big bulldog who lived in the garden. Spike was usually friendly when nobody disturbed him, but he did not like noise. He also did not like Tom very much, because Tom often caused trouble in the garden. This time Spike was barking loudly because one of the flower pots outside had broken. Tom looked worried. He knew Spike would probably blame him, even though he had done nothing this time. Jerry looked at Tom, then at the window, then back at Tom. Spike came closer to the house. His heavy footsteps sounded dangerous. Tom quickly tried to hide behind the sofa. Jerry watched him and felt a little sorry for him. Usually Jerry enjoyed seeing Tom in trouble, but today felt different. Maybe it was because Tom looked so helpless. Maybe it was because Jerry knew what it felt like to be afraid of something bigger and stronger. Spike pushed the door open and entered the living room. His eyes moved around the room. "Where is that cat?" he growled. Tom held his breath behind the sofa. Jerry was still on the bookshelf. Spike did not see him. Jerry had a choice. He could stay quiet and let Spike find Tom. That would be funny, and Tom would probably learn a lesson. But Jerry also knew that Tom had not broken the flower pot. It would not be fair. Jerry looked around and saw a small red ball near the fireplace. He had an idea. He climbed down from the bookshelf quietly, ran to the ball and pushed it across the floor. The ball rolled toward the door and out into the garden. Spike heard the sound and turned around. "What was that?" he said. He followed the ball outside. Jerry quickly ran to the window and saw what had really happened. A strong wind had knocked the flower pot down. The pot had fallen from a small table near the garden wall. Tom had nothing to do with it. Jerry ran back to the living room and pointed toward the garden. Tom slowly came out from behind the sofa. He looked surprised. He could not believe Jerry had helped him. Jerry made a small sign with his hands as if he was saying, "Go and look." Tom followed Jerry to the window. They both watched as Spike saw the broken pot and the moving tree branch above it. Spike understood that the wind had caused the accident. He looked a little embarrassed, then went back to his doghouse. Tom turned to Jerry. For the first time that morning, he did not try to catch him. Jerry did not run away either. They simply looked at each other. Tom pointed at himself and then at Jerry. He seemed to ask, "Why did you help me?" Jerry shrugged. Maybe he did not fully understand it himself. He just knew that helping Tom had felt right. For a few minutes, the house was quiet again. Tom sat on the carpet, and Jerry sat on the small table. The piece of cheese was still nearby. Tom looked at it, then pushed it gently toward Jerry. Jerry was surprised. Tom was sharing the food. Jerry took the cheese, broke off a tiny piece, and then pushed the rest toward Tom. Tom did not usually eat cheese, but he accepted the gift politely. They both smiled. This peaceful moment did not last forever, of course. Tom and Jerry were still Tom and Jerry. A few minutes later, Jerry saw a cookie on the table. He wanted it immediately. Tom saw Jerry looking at the cookie and understood what was going to happen. He raised one eyebrow. Jerry slowly walked toward the cookie. Tom slowly stood up. Jerry grabbed the cookie and ran. Tom chased him, but this chase was different. Tom was not as angry as before, and Jerry was not as scared. They ran around the room, jumped over pillows, slid across the floor, and made a terrible mess. But there was something playful in the air. It was almost like a game between friends. Tom tried to catch Jerry with a net. Jerry escaped through a small hole in the wall and came out behind Tom. Then Jerry tied the net to Tom's tail. When Tom ran forward, the net followed him and covered his own head. Jerry laughed, and even Tom looked like he wanted to laugh too. Then the doorbell rang. Both of them stopped. A young girl entered the house with her mother. The girl was carrying a basket. Inside the basket there was a little white kitten. The kitten had bright eyes and a pink bow around its neck. Tom looked shocked. Another cat in the house. This was not good news for him. The kitten jumped out of the basket and walked around the living room. She saw Tom and smiled. Then she saw Jerry. Her eyes became big. She was young, but she already knew that cats often chased mice. Jerry slowly stepped backward. The kitten jumped toward him. Jerry ran. Tom watched for a second. Usually he was the one chasing Jerry. But now seeing another cat chase Jerry made him feel strange. Jerry was his rival, but he was also part of his life. The house would not feel the same without him. The kitten chased Jerry under the table and around the chairs. Jerry was fast, but the kitten was small and quick too. She could go into places where Tom could not. Jerry began to feel worried. Tom had another choice to make. He could let the kitten catch Jerry. Then Tom would finally have peace. No more stolen cheese, no more broken plates, no more tricks. But would he really enjoy that? Tom remembered how Jerry had helped him with Spike. He remembered the quiet moment near the window. He remembered the piece of cheese they had shared. Tom sighed. Then he jumped in front of the kitten. The kitten stopped and looked up at him. Tom shook his head. He tried to look serious and important, like an older cat teaching a younger one. He pointed to Jerry and then made a no sign with his paw. The kitten looked confused. She did not understand why Tom was protecting a mouse. Jerry did not understand it either. But he was thankful.